Good morning, lovely human. So yesterday I was in my class that is teaching me how to be trauma informed and psychologically safe. And I've done other classes on this, and so this is a comprehensive 8-month program, so it's much more in depth. And I had such a beautiful call yesterday. We have these support calls in the community where we get to bring our personal experiences to the table through the framework of what we're learning. And it could be what we're currently learning or something that we're struggling with that maybe we haven't covered yet. And so yesterday I specifically brought my problem of being a workaholic, and I don't even want to say being a workaholic really because I don't identify as that. Like that feels like I'm using the language to describe myself in a way that I don't want to do. And so I'm not going to do that regularly. But I do overwork myself a lot. And I get to the point of burnout when I do that. And I'm getting better at noticing it sooner and sooner, earlier in the cycle before the point of burnout usually now. But I still do it. And I'm really frustrated by that, right? Because I am exploring dating, and in the process of that I never want my potential partner or my future partner to feel like they're in competition with my work. And right now my personal needs are in competition with that work. And so I brought this to the call, and we were talking about a lot of different things. And the coach is amazing and was just giving me feedback and suggestions for different things to try in terms of like recognizing it sooner and like incentivizing stopping sooner and things like that. And the one huge aha that I had in that call was that when I used to rest in my previous relationship, my abusive relationship that I was in for almost 10 years, and when I used to rest as a child growing up in an abusive household with a violent caregiver, I very much learned that resting meant trouble, and sometimes it was trouble like, the expression, if you have time to lean, you have time to clean. Like my parents never said that, but that's a great example. It was also like violence sometimes, like being assaulted, being, called out. I distinctly remember one time when I was sitting at the computer doing my homework. I wasn't even resting, but I was not moving. I was not, being productive in a sense that I was like adding something to the household. And one of my caregivers came over and told me to get off. And I said I was doing my homework and that I would get off when I was done. And they smacked me across the face. And when I still didn't get up and I just like held my ground, they reached around and smacked me on the other side of my face. And this went on until finally I lashed out at them, and they chased me upstairs like and pushed me into a window. And for a moment I was worried that something was broken, that I had broken my arm, and I know that that scared them too. And for so long I like got over that and was just like, well, it scared them, so like wasn't that big a deal, like they didn't do that specific thing again. But anyway, the point is that I realized in this call yesterday that my problem isn't so much with working too much. My problem is regulating my nervous system and getting it to a point where it feels safe to rest, where it feels safe to play. Because resting and playing has historically, in my life, in my nervous system, it has been taught that that can turn out to be something bad, that it often did, almost always. And so staying busy was a way of making sure that I was safe. So my friend, I'm curious, does this resonate with you too? Like if you've stuck with me for this long, I would love to know, is your problem with working too much, or not feeling safe, not feeling good, not knowing how to rest and to play and to just be in your life? Let me know in the comments.